On this episode of Dad Know How, we're going to make a quick dinner. It's only going to take you about 20 to 30 minutes. It's going to be some crispy chicken tenders, and then we're also going to do some really nice crispy fries. And everybody around here loves corn, so I'm going to show you how to spice up a quick can of corn. Let's dive on in. All right, so we're going to get our chicken going. I got a bowl with some eggs here. That one's not going to get it done. Still too small for my hands. This one will get the job done. One-handed crack. Learned that in school. Just make sure you don't throw a shell in there. We're also going to bake our French fries at 450 for about 20 to 30 minutes. We'll get these eggs broken down. Look at that. Knife. Very sharp. Cut myself many times with these things. Potatoes. Make sure you have a sharp knife. We're going to cut the potatoes like so. In half. In half again. Now you can use any kind of potato you want. I just so happen to have red potatoes. Russet potatoes work very well. Now whenever you're cutting, you always want to make sure that you have your fingers tucked in, never sticking out, because you're going to cut them right off. Alright, so now that we have all the potatoes cut, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and transfer them right into a Ziploc bag. It's going to make the seasoning of them a little bit easier because we're going to coat these bad boys in oil. Olive oil, salt, black pepper, garlic powder. Zip your bag. Pan with parchment paper in it. Try a little pan or whatever that you have equivalent, just to keep it from sticking. All right, let's talk chicken. That egg mixture, Italian breadcrumbs. All right, that was the beep on the oven. These are going in. I'm going to stick them in for 25 minutes first. The number one rule when playing around with wet and dry ingredients, you have one hand that handles wet. You have one hand that handles dry. Wet hand. The dry. Wet hand never touches this ever again. That was for effect. Just lost part of my breadcrumbs. That's because these plates are a little smaller than I'm used to, but that's okay. Cover it. Take your dry hand and do one more so you can see it. Wet hand. Let all that egg drip off. Makes for an easier transition into the dry. I use the plate, bend it a little bit, shake it up, and then just toss it on so that you can grab a dry area. You don't get that dry hand wet, because if you do, you gotta start all over again. All right, here's another one. I'm gonna do the rest of these, and we'll follow up when we put them into the pan. Now I got my pan heating up. I prefer to use cast iron. It heats up better than any pan on the market. I like the Stargazer cast iron. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys. Dads, this is a pan that you have to have. It is so versatile. You can take it on the electric stove. You can put it onto a gas stove. You could use it on a campfire, on a grill. You could use it in the woods. So we got this Stargazer here. I've got about 1 inch of oil in the bottom. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just let that heat and that oil come up to temperature. You don't wanna drop in the chicken too soon because it's not gonna get nice and crispy. It's also not gonna cook all the way through, and it's not gonna help retain the moisture. There's nothing worse than burnt, dry, what's supposed to be crispy chicken. I just put my hand over top just to kind of give it a feel. Obviously you don't want to dunk your hand all the way in there. Wouldn't be a good time for anybody. Now, I said I was gonna kick up some corn for you. Empty pan, butter, turn on the heat. Now I told you this is gonna be kicked up corn. Chicken. Lay the chicken away from you. This works with whatever you're doing, to be honest. Anytime you're using a hot pan, lay the food away from you. Keeps it from splattering, keeps it from hitting you, saves you from a whole lot of burns. Make sure you let them brown all the way on both sides. Otherwise, you run the risk of having some raw chicken in the middle. Cook it all the way through, guys. That is gonna be super delicious, super moist, and we're gonna go ahead and dump the rest of these in here. Get everything plated. Fries, check those out. I like to finish off the fries with a little salt. Top it all off with our spiced up canned corn. Honey, how good's my canned corn? Amazing. Pregnant women don't lie. All right, so there you have it. Fried chicken in your Stargazer cast iron. If you can't get Stargazer, make sure you get cast iron. Amazing. Our kicked up canned corn. Doesn't have to be fresh to be good. And then we have our amazing crispy French fries. Well, that's it for me. This is Brandon with Dad Know How. I'm gonna go chow down and figure out some other cool videos I can come up with to shoot while we're in quarantine. Got nothing better to do. Take care.